A hot topic lately with how expensive PC building is getting is game streaming, where you're using someone else's PC or server to actually play your games and you can run on a potato.
But there's always a little bit of a problem when it comes to game streaming, and that is latency, where it really isn't super enjoyable as playing native. But in this video, we decided to do an experiment to see, can anyone really notice that they're gaming on a game streaming PC if they don't know they're gaming on a game streaming PC? We'll talk more about that after a word from today's sponsor.
If you're gearing up for a new PC build, grabbing upgrades, or just love browsing great tech deals, then you want to check out today's video sponsor, Micro Center. Micro Center is opening a brand new store in Austin, Texas, which is huge if you're anywhere nearby. To celebrate the launch, they're giving away a free 128 gig flash drive when the store opens. All you have to do is sign up to claim yours. And if you're keeping an eye on savings this season, Micro Center's holiday savings are in full swing. The discounts are no joke. Everything from GPUs and CPUs to monitors, peripherals, and storage is marked down. One deal that really stood out to me was this RX 9070 XT for just $580. And for anyone who likes to stay up to date on hardware launches or wants inspiration for future builds, definitely take a look at Micro Center news. They've got tech breakdowns, build guides, and helpful explainers that make it easy to stay informed. Micro Center also has plenty more happening online and in store. Their top deals section is updated constantly with fresh discounts on PC components, gaming gear, and creator equipment, making it one of the easiest ways to catch upgrades at great prices. So whether you're hunting for holiday deals, visiting the new Austin store, or just browsing for your next upgrade, head over to Micro Center today and see how much you can save. Big thanks again to Micro Center for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it.
So for those who don't know, what game streaming is essentially like Netflix streaming, where you're having a video come to you, but instead you're actually controlling a different PC that's not your own. So you can do this on a laptop. There's even some cases where you can do it on like consoles and mini PCs and all kinds of different things. Linux, Windows, I mean, the OS doesn't even really matter, but the end all be all is we're gonna be using the most popular one today, which is the Nvidia game streaming service, and we're gonna be versing it towards a normal gaming PC to kind of see, can anyone notice a difference?
And we always got to get this out of the way. This is GeForce Now, Nvidia. Nvidia is not sponsoring this video in no way, shape, or form. They don't see this video, none of that. This whole video is going to be an experiment just out of pure curiosity for me, because I saw an LTT video where Linus was testing GeForce Now very recently and was saying how it's very hard to tell the difference unless you had a PC side by side, and that it's gotten a lot better since we last looked at it a long time ago for a sponsored video back then. And it was fine back then, but you still had some issues. So in this video, we're going to be doing some blind testing. Firstly, we're going to be starting with a PC without a graphics card to kind of represent a budget PC that would be used for game streaming. It does have RAM though. Again, you gotta have RAM. Even though in this market, you gotta have RAM. But really, you can go super cheap with this. You can go on a budget PC. The biggest thing you need to have is a PC that has a good internet connection, Ethernet pretty much preferred. You can use Wi-Fi, but you will have more drop off in latency. And then something that supports a operating system that allows you to install the client for GeForce Now on the PC.
Now for this video, we're actually going to be using their ultimate plan from Nvidia, and it's actually 20 bucks a month, which I pay more from my Netflix account for 4K video streaming, so that doesn't seem too bad. And on screen, we're gonna show the other plans that you can get as well. But from what I've heard, we're gonna be basically playing on a 5080 with a Xeon. So this is, in today's economy, a couple thousand, few $1,000 build. And we're gonna be running this same PC later on with a graphics card. So it'll be like a respectable $1,000 to $1,200 PC.
So we're gonna see, can anyone notice the difference? It won't be side by side because we were talking about this off camera while we're planning. Realistically, the average gamer is not gonna have both side by side to really be able to notice the difference between game streaming and not game streaming, because that would be a boring video. People would notice the latency. But if you're just given a PC and say, hey, have fun, play games on it. What are you thinking while you're gaming? And you don't know whether or not it's game streaming or a native gaming experience. Can people actually notice? Well, between PC Bros HQ and Toasty Bros, all under one building, we have a bunch of gamers at different levels of gaming. Some that do play a lot of games and some that don't play a lot of games. But we're gonna dive into testing and see, can they notice the difference? Now that we've gone over this entire test and what we're going to be doing, let's get a little more technical here and talk about the games we're gonna be testing and how we're going to hide things from people. So the games we're gonna be testing are CS2. We also have Oblivion Remastered, and we have Arc Raiders. Now, we are going to be running it on the Ultimate Plan with the RTX 5080. There are certain games that support the RTX 5080 from game streaming, and these are the games that do support it based on the list I looked up online. And then we're going to be running the 1080p Esports Performance mode, which allows you to get up to 240 FPS from that streaming PC, and testing it on a high refresh rate monitor. This monitor is only 180 Hz, but I think it gets the point across for high refresh rate over game streaming. You'll still feel the smoothness that you're getting when you are getting that image sent to your PC.
And there's not really going to be any performance metrics. We're not really going to give any hints at first, but we're just going to be asking each person 3 questions. And that is, how is the visual quality? Does everything look okay? And the next question is going to be, how does the frame rate feel? Do you feel anything weird? Does it feel really good? And then the last question is going to be, how much do you think this PC is worth? So they're basically going to guess you know, how expensive or cheap the PC that they're playing on is.
So more or less, we're not really going to have them compare side by side again, because they won't be side by side. It's going to be the same system with and without a graphics card, gaming natively and game streaming. We're just going to get their input on the gaming experience and then reveal to them what PC they were actually playing on and give their reactions to you guys at home so you can determine if game streaming is worth it. Let's get into some testing. All right, guys, before we dive into the first test, we want to show you guys what settings we're using for the streaming service. So currently we are on a custom preset because we wanted to run something at 1080p that has a higher FPS cap, and all the presets are either cinematic locked at 60 or the competitive, which is like 240 FPS. So we're running 1080p, the maximum bitrate you can do, which is 100 megabits per second, 120 FPS frame rate, which I could up, but I think we're just gonna leave it because
we're not even getting that for Oblivion.
We're not even getting in the game, so it doesn't really matter. VSync is set to adaptive by default, so it will start to adjust a little bit to try to reduce tearing and everything, just to make the game feel a little smoother. And then all these are default settings that we're just going to leave as is. Last thing too, we want to show settings.
Yep, so we're in Oblivion Remastered. So this is actually, these are not the settings that we're running on this PC, keep in mind. We're running them on a 5080 PC.
So yeah, we're running it went back to custom again. So what were we running? So we were running
doing
high settings.
Oh, it was custom because when you scroll down, we turn off frame gen.
Gotcha, so frame gen off, DLSS set to quality. Those are the settings we wanted to run. So that's what we're gonna stick with. Everything else is the same. We're gonna hit apply.
Yep.
So back out here, let everything load in a little bit, and yeah.
Yeah, I was saying, on first impressions, it looks good. As we were saying to Joan off screen, this game is it's a Bethesda game, it's older. They're known for kind of having a little bit of that clunky feel, so I'm curious if people will think, you know, it feels different than normal or not.
I'm wondering if some people will start guessing, what kind of upscaling are we running? Is this frame gen? Is that what we're feeling?
Probably.
So, all right, let's look at our first test subject. Play this, walk around, and we'll ask you a couple questions.
We
Kind of move around, you know, feel the vibe, and then we'll ask
Those
you a
are some
couple questions.
stutters. Like I had a micro stutter right there when I was running.
Okay.
But it might just be Oblivion. I don't know that had anything to do with anything, but Oblivion do be choppy.
What do you think about the visual quality?
I mean, honestly, like, you know, look at the light.
Oh,
Get the.
Oh, we said not to fight. Oh my gosh.
Don't worry.
Oh my.
He's doing it again. Oh.
But anyways, light coming through, good. Shadows, good. I feel like when I played Oblivion, there was more foliage. But I mean, yeah. But I mean, it looks good. I'd be happy playing this. Definitely feel like it. I would describe it as looking at this. I feel like it could be better, but I wouldn't have any complaints playing on it.
So what does the frame rate feel like to you?
It's kind of hard to tell because I am getting these micro stutters when I'm like running around. I can't tell if that's like frame rate dropping or just, you know, Oblivion being like, you know, loading in. I'm chunking like it's Minecraft, but I would say like it's smooth. So I would say at least in my head, I want to say at least like close to 100.
What do you think the value of the PC that you're running this game on is right now?
The more I'm running around, by the way, I feel like it's closer to like, these micro stutters do feel like it's just FPS drops. I would say it's probably closer to like 80, maybe 70 FPS, but price, I would say maybe like $500. Just because I do feel like you guys did some upscaling. It's a little bit choppy at times, but I mean, it's playable, so I like to think it's like an entry-level system.
So he thinks we're pulling a Toasty Bro.
I think you guys are pulling a Toasty Bros, but
Okay.
I could be completely wrong.
I feel like
take a look.
he like snaps. He stops snappily when I walk left, but like when I walk right, it feels like he like he kind of goes. Oh.
Well, he's probably right.
I don't know what it is. Oh
He's
my god.
right side dominant.
You're all
yeah.
sensitivity. Like, what do I have to do to turn?
What do you think of the visual quality?
I played the original Oblivion on a laptop that had flame decals in the back and only worked when you booted it up sideways. Like you had to turn it on its side and then it would work. So I really don't care about graphics in games typically as long as I enjoy it. And fun fact, I know I like this game. So, I mean, it looks fine. If I were like being really picky, just to like point out things that maybe I know, it's like when you look out in the distance, like how blocky does a tree look? You know, this one here, you know, kind of more detail because it's closer. So like there's a level of distance there. That thing kind of looks chunky. Like it's got little sharp edges. It doesn't bother me, but like factually it does. Everything in my hand looks like a good quality detail. Looking at his hand to the size of that club is actually kind of wild. You all bring me in here to test things, I'd play this game. That's usually that's all I care about.
I mean, if you saw McAllister's video already, which if you haven't watched that one where he swapped to a budget PC, you kind of know what his thoughts are going to be throughout this experiment. Frame rate, how's the frame rate feel?
Fine. I mean, that felt like a tiny little stutter there for a second. But
Do you feel like do you have a number in mind by chance?
Oh God, no. I would put it as this feels like when I play a PS5 title that's kind of like a little suboptimal, where it could probably dip down to 30, but we're probably sitting around like 40 is my guess.
Okay.
I don't think we're on like a high frame rate, but We don't have motion blur on, so like this looks fine to me. I don't feel sickly. There's a chest here that I discovered because I'm so good at the game.
Look at you.
Oh, we got
Coin.
gold.
It was 1 coin.
If you just had to guess the value of the PC you're playing on, what would you think it's worth?
God, that's incredibly difficult for me because I don't really know these things, to be quite honest. So when I give a range here, the grain of salt is I don't know what's in my own computer. I'd be happy if this computer cost $500.
Okay.
500. Cool.
Yeah, I'd be happy. I have no clue to tell, but if it costs $500 and I'm getting this quality, that'd be fair for me.
Okay, we'll
right.
be getting you for 2 more tests later throughout the day, so thank you.
All right, what are we
All
doing?
right, Zach, so we have a PC in front of you. Actually, say who you are. Tell the people who you are.
I'm Zach from PC Bros and Toasty Bros, as they reminded me. That's why I'm here. You might have seen me from some PC Bros shorts or videos.
All right, buddy, this is not a cameo.
Come on.
Let's keep.
Subscribe to PC
All
Bros.
right, who is that?
Click off of this video right now.
Buddy,
Go to
Whoa,
PC
yo,
Bros.
you're about to
Zach.
get
You know what? Looks better than I remember Skyrim looking.
This is
Back
Oblivion.
in
This is
my
Oblivion
Oh.
Remastered.
This looks better than I thought.
What type of FPS do you think you're getting?
This feels very playable. I feel like I'm getting like 120, 130. And I mean, this looks like a nice monitor. Does that matter?
We can tell you the monitor. The monitor is a 1080p high refresh rate monitor.
Okay. Yeah, because this feels very smooth. I don't know what refresh rate I'd be at. Like, what, 144? I'm guessing y'all pick something like middle.
Okay.
Very smooth. This movement's like a little weird, but I think that's just the game, right? Do you feel like that?
It probably
That's what
is a lot of it.
we would
Oh,
think.
there's still a oh, that's a
It's a
crab.
crab. Beat
you,
him
can,
up.
you can probably get
You
the
can
crab.
Right? Okay,
He's
you
right.
think so? Yeah.
What would you say, if you had to guess, the value of the PC you're playing on?
Current RAM market.
I feel like
That's
so
important.
nobody's thought about that.
Yeah, I think like 1100.
1100.
Okay.
Is like the minimum. That's a hard one, guys. Yeah, like 11. I'll see.
So you would play on this PC.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
It looks fine to me. I mean, then again, I haven't played the game to know if it looks particularly great in 1440p or 4K or anything like that. I can't even tell what I would say. This is 1440p for this game.
Okay.
But it looks fine to me.
How does the frame rate feel, and do you think you can guess what the frame rate's at?
I would say it's probably at least got to be 60s.
60s?
Okay.
You think it's like a playable frame rate?
Yeah, it feels fine to me. Yeah, it feels totally.
All right. And
Totally
then
fine.
the last question is going to be, what do you think this PC is worth?
With prices of RAM and everything right now, obviously it's going to be more
he's thinking.
expensive
Yeah, if you're
than
thinking about
usual.
the RAM prices, yeah.
If this is playing at 1440p, I'm going to say $1,000.
Okay.
$1,000.
$1,000, 1440p, 60, 70 FPS is what we're on
Can
right
you tell
now.
the people the resolution?
We haven't been telling settings at all, and I was thinking we can't really go back now. We
Yeah.
could do that for the next game.
That's fine.
That's cool.
What do you think about the visual quality so far?
Anything popping out to you is like, does it look good or?
There's some oddness going on with the foliage and the trees
Okay.
and the leaves. I'm not sure if it's frame gen or DLSS or both.
We can say definitively this is not frame gen or DLSS. How does the frame rate feel? That ties into it. Frame rate.
The frame rate feels great.
And if you had to guess what the frame rate is,
I would say you're probably looking between 75 and 120 probably.
And then the last question is going to be, how much do you think that this PC that you're playing on is worth?
I'd say probably like 750.
750.
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, Zach, welcome back.
Hello.
Now, this is more your speed, an FPS game.
It's chunky.
Really?
Chunky.
Okay.
Like, I'm getting stutters here.
Do you think like FPS stutters, or what are you thinking?
I don't know what kind of stutters. I had to reload. I wasn't even gonna try, but it's weird because every now and again, like you'll see these like stutters happen, and like the movement feels delayed. Like it definitely feels like there's input lag.
Alright.
It feels like I'm on ice skates right now. Which
Okay.
All right, so visually, what do you think?
is it a preset or is like certain things set to high, certain things set to low?
It is a preset. We'll say settings for this game because you're the first testing person. It is a high setting preset.
Okay, because it looks good,
Visually.
but bad at the same time. Like the shadows have good character, like the textures are there, but then there's like weird like pixelation on things. Like it looks like it's good, but like somehow coming out bad.
Okay.
I don't really know like how to explain it, but like it definitely looks like it should be high settings, but for some reason it's just like looks a little like pixelated a little bit.
Okay, and then you said frame rate. You said you feel like there's some latency.
What would you guess the FPS is again?
Oh, FPS, like when I'm moving around, it feels fine. It's just these stutters, like I'm getting these like stutters and like I don't know if it's frame drops or like the game actually like micro stuttering. Like it's hard to tell. It feels like 144 minimum, but it's just when those stutters happen, it definitely makes it feel like a lot worse.
I would say, after playing this, does it change your mind about the price of the PC at all?
It does. Oblivion is a game that's really hard for me because I feel like it just kind of looks like butt and runs like butt.
So I think you said like 500.
I did say 500 before, but like I said, like CS is an easy to run game, so the fact that there's stutters happening is kind of like off-putting to me, especially on high settings. So I would probably say like CS runs on like a toaster oven.
It does.
But that Oblivion's hard to run and it looks so good. So that's why I'm like I have no clue. It's weird. An easy run game is still running like poop, and a hard to run game also running like poop, but it looked good. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep it 500.
Okay. All right. Same thing. Visually, how we looking?
It looks fine. I mean, I'd be happy with this. Once again, I'd play it.
Frame rate. Have to guess a frame rate, how it feels.
Oh, I'm sure this is like over 100. Like this is like, and the other game is because it's Oblivion and it kind of looks chunky because it's, you know, whatever it is. But I look left and right and I'm like, oh, this is high frame rate. Like this is computer gaming.
Shift keys.
The other one felt like I was kind of playing on like I said, it felt more console-like to me in my PS, which I'm like happy with. But occasionally, like when you end up in a big scene and it dips, it's kind of annoying. And Oblivion and Bethesda don't optimize super great, so this is definitely high frame rate and nice.
And then now that you're playing, you know, a competitive shooter, are you still sticking to the same price as before?
Yeah, if this was 500, I'd be happy. Yeah, I don't like when you ask me to guess a price for audience understanding in mind. I don't care what it costs. I want to play what I want to play. So I'm naming the price I'd be happy to pay for this. And if it's more for whatever we're testing, I'd be like, okay. And if it's like $1,000 for this PC, like if this is what you want to play only, I'd say, why'd you do it? I don't know, $1,000 just to play CSGO at this frame rate is not that important. I think you could get that and be just as happy. It's fun. It looks good.
All right, same question applies. Play the game and tell us what you think it looks like visually.
Chickens.
Oh!
The game looks like CS2 to me. It's smooth. Oh, you got the phase gun. No, you're all gamers.
All right, so first question, Zach, is
yeah.
visual quality. What do you think?
Visual quality? I mean, it looks like CS2. It doesn't look anything special to me.
How does everything feel?
It feels super smooth. I mean, I am very confused on what this challenge might be because this is harder than the last one, I think.
Okay. What would you guess is the frame rate right now?
Probably like high ones, like maybe 150, 180. It's just super smooth. Is this using some sort of like AI, the little ducky thing, the upscaling?
No, there's no upscaling. There's no upscaling happening with this test. So does this test change your price guess for this PC?
No, not really. I still think it's probably right about that. Nah, I'm gonna hold strong on my 1100.
All right.
But I mean, this feels smooth. I'm curious to see what a more demanding game would look like.
It looks good. Feels smooth.
So frame rate seems smooth to you? Anything crazy?
No, yeah, it feels good.
If you had to guess the frame rate, what kind of FPS are you thinking?
Oh, we're definitely we got to be at least getting a few hundred.
Few hundred?
All right.
Yeah, got to be, no doubt.
And then what value did you say you thought it was worth before?
1,000.
1,000. What do you think?
Because of RAM prices, basically.
What are you thinking now? Is it changed at all?
No.
Okay.
I would still say 1,000 with the RAM prices. I'd say around $1,000 PC, CS, 1080p, high settings, a couple hundred FPS.
You everything feel pretty good, you think?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Frame rate, what do you think if you had to guess?
Probably like 120, 165.
But feels high refresh rate, feels smooth?
Yeah, it feels really smooth.
So nothing visually that kind of pops out as weird on initial impressions, anything that you notice?
No. I mean, like stuff like shadows and stuff look good. I would say probably like
One of your values changing at all now, or if you think it's still about the same?
probably about the same.
Okay.
It looks better than Oblivion did, though.
Okay.
If it's the same system.
It is the exact same system,
Yep.
yes. How does it look? We're just doing practice range for consistency here, so not super action-y, but you know.
I noticed some stuff like loading in the distance, like as I moved right there.
We can probably tell you settings too on this one, just like we did the last one.
Yeah.
This is running 1080p, high settings,
High ray tracing.
high ray tracing with no DLSS. It's running DLAA.
That's
DLSS.
craziest high settings because like I'm pretty sure I run high, and I think my render distance is like way better than this.
Could be.
That's weird. Other than that, I mean, it looks okay. I'm noticing like stuff like loading in as I move.
I am noticing that too.
Like that right there, like it's changing as I move around, and like other bushes and grass patches just like spawning in.
I haven't played enough to know if that's normal or weird.
I've played a decent amount, and I've never noticed that before. But also, like, I don't know if I'm really being as attentive as I am right now. Visually, like, besides like the random stuff loading, I mean, like, textures look pretty solid. Everything's pretty. Shadows are good. Light's good. I mean, I think the only weird thing is just that, like, things like rendering in, like, delayed. Like, that shadow just spawned in. Maybe that's just on creators. Other than that, I still feel that same kind of, like, latency that I felt in, like, Counter-Strike. I feel like I'm, like, there's definitely input lag. Is this frame gen again?
No.
Okay.
We can tell you there's no frame.
Okay.
No frame gen, none of that.
It does feel like, I mean, when there's no stutters, like, same thing where it's probably like 100. I mean, it's playable. It's not bad. Also, like,
The shadow loading game goes crazy.
it is kind of, it's just throwing me off because there is stutters, there is that stuff going on. It definitely makes it seem like it's a little bit on the cheap side for the PC, because I know you guys keep asking me PC price.
Yes.
But I mean, but it looks good. It's weird because, like I said, with all the games, it's looked good. And obviously it's on high settings, you told me. So like that's probably the reason why, but it's just weird how there's like all these like random little like issues like that in the input lag and stuff. Like the FPS is fine.
Does your value change at all now? I think before you said 400 or 500.
This feels like a budget baller PC with like you guys doing some finagling in the settings to make it run better. That's kind of like what I'm thinking.
I like it. Wait.
No idea if this is the game or the PC.
Me when she walks in. I've never played this game, so I don't know what it's supposed to feel like. So frame rate feels like I'm guessing a lottery number. I have no clue how to gauge it unless if it's good, I can't tell, and if it's bad, it's obvious it's bad. So past this, I would say I don't know, maybe like at 60 FPS, it's fine. It doesn't matter if it's above that. Cool.
Do you think your price guess for your PC has changed at all after testing this?
No, you've yet to change my opinion. I don't. If it's above 500, cool. I don't know why you need it, but I'm having fun with it. Like, some people would probably be annoyed that, yeah, it's blurry out there in the distance, and of course it'd be cool if it worked, but as long as the gameplay works, details, schmeetails.
All right, Zach, same question applies. Visually, what do you see?
It looks really nice. I mean, if you told me this was a high-end PC, like $2,000 PC, I would believe it. It's running extremely smooth. I mean, I still think because it's 1080, the 1100, I'm pretty hard stuck on that.
About frame rate.
Frame rate, probably low ones now. Like, we're probably, I don't know if this is high refresh rate, really. We're in the 110s now.
And then you said think the price stays about the same.
Yeah.
11?
I'm sticking with 11.
Okay.
I mean, this game looks really good. I'm noticing like a little bit of stutters, but I don't know if that's like map loaded. This is a hard one, guys. I have not even a single clue what you all snuck in here.
Well, we'll be getting you for the next PC test. But
Sounds good.
so
Yeah,
price
I have no
also-
other notes other than like, this looks great, feels great. I think 1100.
Have you played this game before?
No.
All right, well.
I've
you know,
watched it.
You've seen it before, so you kind of know the vibe. Running 1080p high settings. We're in the practice range. Same question applies. Visually, thoughts?
I think it looks good.
Looks good?
Yeah. 1080p.
What
very
kind of
playable.
FPS do you feel like you're getting?
At least 120.
This one
Okay.
At least, because it feels really smooth to me.
And do you feel like the value that you gave it is going to change at all?
I'm saying around $1,000.
$1,000,
$1,000 mark.
Okay.
So basically, still feel the same across the board after all the tests. $1,000 for this PC. Visually, anything you're noticing?
It looks like crap.
Really?
Yeah, check out this shadow.
Yeah, the shadow. Everyone's found the
Shadow pop in. It's actually kind of stuttering a little bit as far as like it's having some frame drops.
If you had to guess the frame rate.
I'd say probably 120 to 165.
Okay. With some frame drops.
Yeah, because there are some moments where you can kind of see it like hitches on a frame.
Oh, just like
you
that.
go.
There's one. Would you say the value of the PC has gone down at all in your eyes, or you still say it's the same price range?
I would say it's probably around the same price range, maybe on the lower end still, like 750.
Okay.
I mean, ultimately, just turn the settings down on it, and it would probably be better. I don't think it necessarily needs to have high settings and all that crap, but yeah, there's a lot of shadow pop in all over the place.
The shadows are going crazy. All right, cool.
The lighting's a little weird, but
Cool. All right, so we just finished the testing without our GPU, and now we're gonna put the GPU in.
Those are interesting results so far. I'm curious, like, I feel like if this doesn't change a whole lot, I don't think anybody's gonna know.
There's a lot of people who's just like, it felt smooth, and
Yeah.
there wasn't a noticeable, like, obviously the gamer
They're looking
of the
for
group-
other things.
Yes.
They're looking for other things, which is good. I mean, that just means that it's not that bad, clearly. But right now we're putting in a 16 gig 9060 XT. So this build was already like it was an okay build to begin with. It would only play like maybe esports titles at like lower settings, 9600X, no negative graphics. Still probably worth a good amount though in the current market, like what, close to $800 maybe?
Yes.
With this GPU, we're looking closer to like 12. And this is where you wouldn't, like, who would run game streaming with something like this?
You wouldn't. You'd be playing games at 1080p high settings
that
like
off?
we have on. Yeah, it's off.
Okay. All right, so yeah, this is one of the easier videos we can do. And the good news is, this is still same day. We just finished up with David. We're gonna turn it back on.
We still got 2 hours to get through everyone.
Yeah,
Got it.
so I mean, we're very close. They're not side by side, but they're gonna still be very fresh.
You are now on the other PC. You're moving around. You're in the game. Visual quality.
This is a different computer now.
Yes.
It's
You
hard
know
to
that.
tell because it's not day, so I don't have like the light rays and everything, but just looking around, I feel like graphically it might be a little bit lower. I could be completely wrong, but just based on what I can see with like, from a further distance away, it's like kind of like, you know, obviously pixelated, then we move in, details there, but it doesn't look bad. I would say it's acceptable. One thing I'm noticing is the stutters are gone. There's absolutely no stutters whatsoever. It's buttery smooth, which
So before
it feels so much better.
You said how many FPS before?
I said like 70 to 80.
What are you thinking now?
Better than 70 to 80. Without these stutters, like this is a completely like palatable experience. I would say it's like probably like 100, maybe more. And then if I'm wrong, maybe it was just those stutters. Like just in terms of like pure feeling, this feels a lot better to play. Not knowing the settings makes it hard because like I also tested it, like, you know, I have the peanut brain. I already forgot what it looked like before at first, low key. I just remember what I said.
Well, just think about this one on its own. What would you say the value is?
Maybe like 750.
750.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the experience is very good. It's smooth. I haven't had any stutters, any issues. Graphics, passing, it feels good.
This guy's gonna die.
Okay.
While you're going to
decided.
kill that guy visually, what do you think? Are you typing console commands? Are you hacking?
There we
Wow.
go. So,
You nerd.
no, this looks good. I would say this is I think that same tree I looked at last time. This feels better than it did last time. I think last time the first thing I did was stepped up, and I was like, wow, that feels weird. And I walked left and right. This time he stops when I stop the button. Like I joked that I don't know at all what this test is. And I said, wouldn't it be really funny if it was like Google Stadia? Like something like streaming versus a PC, and I said $500, which I was like, I'd be almost upset to find that out because then I'd be like, well, people should do it. I'd hate to have to recommend it because it feels so weird to me. But like last time I was like, oh, playable, you could do it, even if it's not the best experience. This time that looks way more clear, like it's way less rigid out in the distance. That's kind of a bug, but that's a Bethesda bug for sure. So yeah, no, last time I was like, what time is it right now? If we can get to more like a morning.
Yeah. And what would you
can
say the
see.
frame rate is like, too?
Last time I think I probably said like, oh, 30 to like 45 or whatever. This time I probably guess like 60. It seems fine. 60 means above, like after that I don't care. Like it's fine. So it passes for me. It's less of a like 60, 120, 500. It's more of a
watch
pass or
out.
fail. Well, this time it'll work.
A mini Jonah.
Yeah, this time I'll do it. 800 and 1,000 feels good. Like the problem is RAM right now. That feels wild. So like 800 to 1,000 is what I want, but I'm based off everything off the new market. I'm not able to really understand the quick changes that happen. So if the new market's what causes it to be above what I say, I'd be happy if this were that.
So different PC?
Yep, we're on different
Different
PC, and it's going to be the same question. Visually, what do you think?
Looks the same to me.
Looks the same to you.
It feels good.
Feels
Oh,
good?
whoa. Yeah, it's just the way he moves. It feels like
you talking about
yeah.
like the weapon?
Yeah.
This game's kind of.
It's very much, this is the remastered old-ass game.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that.
God, what did you all do?
Oh, you mean what do we do with the PC?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out the challenge in my head.
On the last game, Zach, we will ask you to kind of guess what you think's going on, but not yet. So don't
Not
worry
yet.
about
Cool. FPS is better than last time. I mean, it feels like the exact same. This is hard to tell. I'm taking a wild guess. Oh, ooh, that was stuttering. Never mind. Hold up.
You're loading
Bad
a bunch
game.
of stuff in.
Bad
Yeah,
game.
bad game. Bad
Bad
game.
game.
Mid ones, 130. I mean, this could be high refresh rate. I don't know.
What would
it
you guess
looks
is the
good.
price?
The price, this one's cheaper, bro. This one's stuttering. The other one didn't do that.
okay.
This one's $950.
Okay.
You all wouldn't get cheaper
All right,
than that.
we'll
right
get you
now.
on the next
Yeah,
one.
there's tons of stuttering now.
Visually, what do you think about this one?
New PC, by the way.
Looks worse,
Worse, okay.
in my opinion.
Okay.
It does it. But you know what? I don't feel like I looked at the characters. I noticed right away, I feel like this felt quicker.
So you think
Okay.
this feels smoother? FPS-wise, what'd you guess?
FPS wise, see when I look right here, I feel like it doesn't look as good.
Okay.
Even though we were only on 1080p last time, I feel like this would still be 1080p. I feel like it looked better on 1080p the last time I was looking at this game earlier.
And then a frame rate guess?
Frame rate 90.
90.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how would you price this PC?
I want to say $1,000 range on this one.
All right, same questions. David, you're on a different computer now. Visually, thoughts?
So far it's not too bad. I think the foliage does still look a little fuzzy. No, it's really smooth. Even when you're running around. What was that? Hold on.
If you had to guess an FPS number,
Probably 165.
165?
Either that or 120. It's hard to tell because I play some games that are 165, some are 120. But I guess it really. Oh, hello.
You got a wolf attacking you. And then if you had to give a price to this one.
Probably around the same as the other one.
Okay.
Maybe a little more. Maybe like 950.
950. All right, Zach, same question.
All
How's
right.
it look?
Looks wise, it's Counter-Strike. I feel like this isn't as high quality as the other one, but also that was a while ago, so it feels astronomically better. Like, oh my god. The other one, the stutters, it was pretty bad, even though it was Counter-Strike. Before it was hard to tell because I feel like the stutters were like kind of like killing my experience and made it hard to kind of like tell frame rate. But in terms of latency, like actually like you know, no stutters, no anything, it feels a lot better.
If you had to guess an FPS?
I would play on this. It feels buttery smooth. I'm not like Jonah who says like you can tell a difference between like 240 and 140. Like if you have it up, I think you notice because you're paying attention to it. But just raw dogging a random number, I would say like probably like 140. It feels great. It has to be more than the other PC just because it's running so much better. Like without the stutters and like the input lag, everything else. It's still on high though. It's not ultra. I feel like you guys would put it on ultra if like it could do it. So I'd say like probably like I said 750 before. I'm gonna go like 800. I'm inching my way. I'm inching my way up a little bit.
Visual quality, good.
Same as last time.
You think same?
That didn't make a difference to me. Yeah.
FPS?
FPS. I mean, it is 100 again.
And if you had to guess a price to the PC, has this changed at all since the first test?
Nope. This doesn't change the price. When new info comes, I'll let you know. But I just assume all around, last computer was worse than this computer. That's just what I would assume.
Last computer worse than this one.
That's what I would
Okay.
assume.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, let me do what all the CS players do.
Cycle.
This does not feel any different at all. Is that guy? Oh, he was like invisible. I'm so good at games. It's great. I think this is high refresh rate.
Okay.
144.
144.
So we're getting well above 100 FPS. Sheesh. I mean, it's smooth. It looks good. This feels better than the Oblivion did, but it was kind of a hard test because I was running into loading chunks.
And has your
Shoot.
price guess changed at all after playing CS?
This could be 950. You all could have put something together, you know what I mean?
Vibes, how does this feel? Does this feel
1080p high settings
Feels,
again.
This is 1080p. I feel like this looks better.
better? Okay. FPS guess?
I mean, it's CS. I would highly doubt we're not in the multiple hundreds.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, high settings, we're I would say 200s
Okay.
200s, okay.
because it feels really good. It looks good.
And then does your price guess change at all
No.
from testing Oblivion? About the same?
Yeah. I know I said 1,000. During the last game, I also said $1,000 mark, which I still think is valid. I'm gonna go like 1,200.
Okay.
So you
on
think a
this
little
one.
more.
Yeah. So first one was 1,000. I'm gonna go a little more, and I'm gonna say 1,200 for here.
Good. Okay. Bad.
It's pretty good. I think it runs a little bit smoother and it looks better. So yeah, my previous 950, probably.
Okay. And then how many FPS do you think you're getting?
It's definitely probably 165 or higher.
And you're thinking about $950 in this one.
Yeah.
Visual
Well-
thoughts.
Visual, still have stuff spawning in, so it appears just to be an arc raiders thing I've never noticed before, and or it's a training tool thing, or something you guys have on. It's weird because I remember I mentioned it before, where it looked good, but it looked like it was put through like a toaster oven after, like, trying to look good. Like, before I could tell it was higher settings, and you told me it was higher settings. I could see that it was higher settings, but it was like kind of blurry in spots, which was like weird, but I mean, this feels, and like, there's no stutters. It's tough because, like, except for the other ones, like, there's no stutters now and no input lag, so it just makes it feel so much smoother. And, like, I mean, there's no screen tearing or anything. I'm gonna say, like, for Counter-Strike, what did I say? Like 140? It's crazy because this feels like 140, so I feel like Counter-Strike should be higher because this is just a harder run game, but I'm gonna guess, like, 100 to 120.
And does your price of this PC change at all? And you're gonna lock in your price?
I'm gonna lock in like 750 is my guess on this one.
All right,
so slightly better than the previous one because I feel like
Slightly better?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we'd like to hear your guess. What do you got?
What do you think's
So-
going on?
I have a freak mode guess. Freak mode guesses is the same PC, and you guys are just tweaking something to make the other one, like doing something to make it have input lag or something.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what it would be because you said it's not frame gen. I don't know what else causes input lag. I don't know what else would cause like the delay and like the stutters and like I guess like for lack of a better, like compression of the graphics. I don't know what could be causing it, but I feel like those are like the three things that like I kind of like noticed.
Are you dying to know?
I am really curious, but should I wait for like a
No,
grand
I'll
review?
tell you now.
Okay.
So, you've been on basically 2 different PCs.
Okay.
Except one of them had no graphics card, and it was using game streaming.
You are game streaming with GeForce Now.
So that's why there's the input lag.
Now, just out of curiosity, would you have ever guessed that if you knew about game streaming?
If I've never done game streaming before, so I didn't really like have it in my mind. I think if it was more so like in the noggin, like as an option,
Side by side, even.
side by
Yeah.
side, I would have been like, this could be game streaming because like I said, I noticed the input lag. I did notice the stutters. The compression was just like, once again, like it's hard to tell graphically when they're so spaced out, you know, for testing. So maybe the compression's not even there, but it definitely felt like, slightly like
Some
different,
type of
even though it
input.
was the same setting. I feel like the price was a tough part for me too, especially just because like with that input lag and the stutters, like you guys were probably seeing the stutters and everything too.
Oh, we should probably tell you too, with that streaming app, you're supposed to be technically running like a 5080. That's why it looks really good,
Yeah.
but that input lag you can't shake.
Yeah, and then the stutters going on and everything. That could have been internet connection though, because you said it was streaming.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
could have been
Fair.
internet-based causing
Yeah.
the stutters. But I think that skewed my pricing because I was like, the first one looks great, but it feels like shit. And this one, like, it feels so much better, but it's the same like stuff as before. So I was like, I don't know, but that makes sense.
All right, McAllister, you were in.
It's a better PC again. I pretty much just looking for the same thing every time. That one was the tree. The second one was CS:GO. I really can't tell you anything about. It's not a game that like looks good to me. So like I can't. It's hard to like find nuance in what I don't already like. And in this one, like I see in the horizon, it's not doing that level of detail switch. So like, what would make me laugh is if all along it was like this. I feel like the problem was it felt a little bit snappier in Oblivion. Otherwise, I wouldn't like. Part of me was like, what if they lied about there being a second computer? That'd be funny. But for the most part, yeah, I think that this is definitely the better computer out of the two, if there are two computers.
FPS guess real quick.
120.
120.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then price still the same.
Yeah. The price. No reason for me to change my price. Wait, I almost got like a weird. Wait, no. It's when you go a certain direction. Look at that. The polygon appears and disappears. That's just a weird effect. It's fine. It's a good PC.
All right, grand reveal then. So the PC you're playing on right now is a gaming PC with like a 9600 XT, 9600X. We're probably valued about like what, $1,200, $1,300.
Yep.
The PC you're playing on before was the same PC without the graphics card. But the other part is you were playing Nvidia GeForce Now game streaming. You were playing in cloud
You're playing
gaming.
on a different computer, basically, on the cloud.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. The cloud, that was something Zach and I said up front, actually, that was something I thought might be. I was like, that'd be surprising if it was that, because...
Do you feel like it was almost too good to be? Or like,
yeah, CSGO, too good to be, didn't make sense to me. Oblivion, something felt weird, but like, I realized I'm pretty low maintenance on that. It's a weird thing. Maybe that's my first thing. Am I spoiled as a gamer? Yeah, I won't do streaming.
There you go.
I won't do it. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes it's like,
money.
I want to have the thing, and I want to own the thing, and I don't like the idea that it could suddenly be off or not that, but I mean...
Oh yeah, because there is like, we never even talked about it, there's an hour limit
Yes.
with Nvidia app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no,
Just in total?
No. So you get 100 hours a month limit, and that's basically what you get for paying for the service.
Let it be known, that should be enough. That should be. It's not. It's funny because I went out there and said to Zach, the only thing that would surprise me if it was like Google Stadia. And I came back in here.
By the
I was
way,
like,
that closed in
came to mind.
2023.
Yeah, no, I knew it. I couldn't think of another program that did it.
Yeah.
But because on PS5 they offer it in like the PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
You can do
Really?
streaming for some games, and it's garbage.
Yeah.
I've never played it before today, where it felt good.
All right,
right,
Zach.
all right.
You're back in it. You're on a new PC, and you are running high settings, high ray tracing, 1080p.
Looks great still.
FPS guess?
This feels smoother for some reason. I don't know if I'm like tripping. It feels great. I would say FPS is like 130, 140. Nothing.
Okay.
I can't really notice any higher than that anyway. Yeah, I'm still thinking this is 950
950.
because it's 1080p high settings.
Yeah. Oh
Yes.
yes. 1080p high settings, the
High
same
ray
settings
tracing.
as before, and high ray tracing.
My guess is it's not. You said it's not any sort of upscaling, which is the only guess that I have. I really, and it's not the monitor change, not the peripherals. It's just the PC. 32 versus 16 gigs.
Yeah, that's actually
That's
a funny
a
guess.
good guess. That's a funny guess. Yeah.
Now, before, what you were running on was game streaming. You were actually streaming to a GPU-less PC.
Cloud gaming, baby.
Nvidia.
Oh
yeah.
my God, that's actually crazy.
What? Yeah, you're
that was
almost
the-
like Netflix streaming.
So that
but
was
your
PC
game.
1 was the streaming
Yep.
one.
And this
PC
one
2
is
this is native.
You're
You're
native.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, guys, that's crazy. Streaming PC is actually all right.
FPS, you know the questions by now. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, this is PC number 2, high settings, high ray tracing. So same settings as before, different PC.
I feel like this one looks a little bit better.
Okay.
I feel like I can see it in the lights, in the contrast, maybe.
Okay. FPS.
150.
Okay.
Okay.
And then lastly is going to be price of PC number 2. What are you thinking it's worth now?
1200.
1200?
1200. All right. What is your guess on what's going on?
I think we're using two drastically different cards, maybe.
Okay.
Like GPUs?
Yeah.
All right, so you're kind of right. So basically, this PC right here, you're actually really close on the price. It's about a $1,200, $1,300 build. It's a 9600X and a 9060 XT 16 gig. Before, you were running no graphics card at all with game streaming. So you were actually streaming all these games from Atlanta, Georgia to here.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's GeForce
They've gotten
Now.
really good at
This
it.
is GeForce Now. It's on the Ultimate plan. You're basically gaming on a 5080, which is what you're game streaming on.
I wouldn't be able to really tell the difference.
Okay.
I didn't really tell the difference.
Yeah.
They've all looked good and the same to me. For me, as like a really casual gamer, like I've been back playing Fortnite again since the new seasons came out, since the Simpsons season. That was fun. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference for real. I could stream and be 100% fine with that.
Visually, FPS, what you thinking?
I feel like it might be smoother, but I feel like it probably looks close enough that you really wouldn't notice unless you're looking.
FPS, you get a guess?
At least 165.
Okay.
I usually don't play higher than 165, so I couldn't tell you if it was, but this definitely feels pretty high.
Okay, and then price lock-in guess. So
Is
like,
this the first one?
this is the second one.
Second one? So
Yes.
the one that I said was like probably 850 to 950,
Has this
maybe up
changed
to
at all?
1150. I'd still say probably like 950 to 1150, but probably more in the middle, I would think. I mean, I know you all said no DLSS or frame gen. Is this a system with more VRAM than the first system?
You know, technically, no.
No, technically no, actually, yeah.
Is this using an APU?
You're getting closer. So,
Okay.
this PC actually is not. This is a decent PC. It's about a $1,300 build,
Okay, so I was close
9600X.
the first time, yeah.
Yeah, 9600X and a 9060 XT 16 gig. What you were playing on for the first PC was no GPU at all, just a 9600X. We were game streaming. So
GeForce Now.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
game streaming.
So yeah,
Now, was that the one that I was having the weird stuttering?
Yeah, a little bit.
which we were kind of,
wonder
it
if
was
it was
hard to tell
network.
if that was the game itself or
network.
was the game streaming, but it very well could have been that. But yeah, the main difference is you're using GeForce Now. The GeForce Now system uses an RTX 5080. And it's just doing streaming over a network from a server in Georgia is where it's coming from.
I mean, they've gotten really good with the game streaming. Steam has been doing it for years, and I've been able to play from another location using streaming through Steam from my home, and it runs perfectly fine.
Nice.
It's usually limited to 60 FPS though.
Yes.
but
This
I
one
don't
gives
know
you
what
caps up to like 240 is what you can do with this one. They have different presets you can set, and 1080p 240 or 4K 60 is
Which
how you can do
we
it.
are paying for. This one is a monthly subscription, unlike Steam with remote play and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that was a lot of benchmarking, and it wasn't Matt and I for once, but it was really interesting to see, people around the office who had no clue what was going on, just going through two different PCs, one of them being game streaming with a pretty relatively cheap PC that has no graphics card, and the other one being a really nice, kind of mid-level PC. It just goes to show that game streaming has come a really long way, and it's kind of crazy to think about where it could be in the next year or two.
Now, it is important to mention some of the limitations of GeForce Now specifically for those who are looking to try it themselves. One, you are limited to 8 hours of gameplay a day. That's probably good for your mental health anyways. Secondly, 100 total hours a month. So if you kind of split that up, that's about 3 hours per day you can game. Again, probably good for your mental health. But that is something that is going to limit you if you are someone who games a lot. You're not going to be able to play that much. Even though you're paying for the top tier version, which is $20 a month, you will be limited on your game time sessions with GeForce Now, and you do need to have these games actually owned. You are playing these games through your Steam accounts and other accounts you're linking to this service, so you do need to own those games. And again, your mileage may vary based on what PC you're using and your internet connection. We here at Toasty Bros HQ have a pretty good internet connection that can be unreliable at times, but it is something you have to factor in when getting a GeForce Now license. And once again, this is not sponsored by Nvidia. We just decided to do this experiment because we know what? It has improved a lot, and based on the people we tested throughout the office, the results were very interesting.
And I think the end all be all is if really this type of game streaming is probably best suited for someone who already has like an office PC or just like a low-end PC. Maybe you can only play a couple games on it, but you want to play the new Ark Raiders or you want to play Oblivion Remastered. Your PC just can't run it. I think those are the kind of people that should be paying for one of these services. But if you have the money to build a PC like this, obviously build a PC so you can have it there and never worry about any weird internet latency issues.
So let us know down below what you think of game streaming. Are you going to give it a go? Have you given it a go? There is a free version that lets you try for free and just play on there, again, at lower bandwidth and limited game times. You actually have to wait in line to get in there, but it's free, so you can do that if you want to. And if you want to give GeForce Now a shot, link down below.
But as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's experiment. If you did, make sure to check out our other two YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
See you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
Now, PC Bros, we don't sell you game streaming. We sell you gaming PCs, so make sure you go check out that website right now.
Game streaming has improved a lot, but nothing beats a dedicated gaming PC if you want to be able to game at the best possible frame rates and resolutions. Use code ToastyBros on checkout to save 3% on your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.